Well, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro with the morning's news headlines. I'm sure that you watched last night as well, didn't you?
Actually, I DVR'd it,
okay,
so please don't
no
give
spoilers.
anything away. It was past my bedtime. I cannot wait to see it.
It's worth the wait.
But DVR'd it. Everyone on social media is just buzzing about it right now, though, saying it's awesome.
It was good.
Okay, you ladies will be talking more about Breaking Bad coming up in just a minute, but first, get a quick check of your headlines at 8:06 this morning. A family in Albuquerque still on edge right now for its home is hit by some bullets this weekend. A 14-year-old who lives in the home near Perry and Elena Southwest on Saturday says his 10-year-old brother was out in the front yard playing when a blue van drove by and someone started shooting. 2 bullets hit the family's home near where the 14-year-old and his dad were out working in the backyard.
I heard one gunshot. My dad stands up, and then another one, and then it lands like right on top of the brick wall, right on top of his head.
Family members say they did not recognize the van or anyone in it. They don't know why they were targeted. Police were able to stop that van a few blocks down the road. They arrested one person in it, Robert Sanchez, this guy. He's now in jail, charged with shooting from a vehicle and shooting in a dwelling. He needs $100,000 cash if he wants to get out. We know Santa Fe has one of the highest minimum wages in the whole country. In fact, it is just second to San Francisco. And now some people want that minimum wage for the whole country. A group called Working in America, for the whole county. A group called Working in America is passing around a petition to increase Santa Fe County's minimum wage from $7.50 to $10.51 an hour. So far, the petition has about 4,000 signatures and needs 7,000 total to get on the ballot in November. Some people like this idea, however, some businesses do not.
But we're in the pit of a recession, and it will affect businesses, especially people who are full-time employees.
Hugh Hackett here says he would love to pay his workers more, and other businesses would too. They simply can't afford it right now. We'll let you know what ends up happening with the petition. Well, some of Albuquerque's city councilors have a plan to get more police officers to the Duke City and keep them here. Dan Lewis, Isaac Benton, and Don Harris, these three, say they plan to introduce a plan to increase funding for APD at the next city council meeting. For the last several years, the department has fallen short of its recruitment goals, so the councilors want to spend about $1 million to give officers a 2.5% pay raise, another $1 million to keep officers here, and $300,000 to help pay off officers' student loans.
The intent here is to rebuild APD. We really feel that the department needs to be rebuilt, not only in numbers, but also long-term. I'm very hopeful that it'll be rebuilt in the esteem of the public and the morale of its officers.
Mayor's office says it is open to the idea of getting more money for the police department, sure.
We feel it's the right thing to do. You know, certainly APD is a very important and incredible department that we appreciate and celebrate daily. And we hope that with the new amount of opportunity with recruitment and retention, we'll be able to continually bolster our manpower.
If the council agrees to give police more money, the department and the police officers union will have the final say in how that money gets spent. The guy who was thinking about buying the Mesa Hills Country Club in Rio Rancho is now asking the city there for a contract so he can get guaranteed lower rates for recycled water. According to the Rio Rancho Observer, recycled water rates for Mesa Hills are going up next July from 47 cents for every 1,000 gallons to more than $3. That's more than 6 times the raise. The guy who wants to buy the club wants the rates to be less than $2 guaranteed. Rio Rancho's Utilities Commission is going to have the final say on that. So that does it for your headlines this morning at 8:09. Remember, for all your news, weather, and traffic every day, it begins on KRQE at 4:30s. Kristen and Nikki, we go back to you talking Breaking Bad. And Kristen, I'm so glad you caught some video of me riding my bike up in Angel Fire this weekend.
Yeah, right. Very talented.
In all of our dreams.
I came away unscathed, ladies, on the double, triple,
to tell the
720 McTwist, something like that.
Thanks, Matt. We're glad you made it. We're glad you made it through.